My name is Jessica Janowski. This is one of my video submissions for my 20-hour video submission requirement for my vinyasa practice, 300-hour advanced yoga teacher training. This hour session, yoga practice, will be centered on the theme of the Muladhara, the root chakra. And so I have Barney Bones next to me because in this class I would do a little bit of explaining to my students where it is and what it's all about. Okay, so without further ado. Once I welcome my students into the space, I always start with a faded tone and mindful listening, and then we begin our class from there. So please listen for when you don't hear any more resonance from the sound of the singing bowl. And in that time, allow yourself to grow tall in your spine. Notice your sits bones. Let your head float to the ceiling and your tailbone ground you and reach down into the center of the earth. Let's take 3 cleansing deep breaths in, inhaling. And as you exhale, let go of fear, let go of stress, let go of worry. Inhaling and exhaling. And one more, inhaling, exhaling. Bring your hands together at heart center. As we set our intention for this class, our intention today is going to be to ground ourselves, to root ourselves, to feel stable and supported. So today we're going to be concentrating on your root chakra, your Muladhara. And the symbol for that is like a triangle, and it is the color red, associated with the color red for earth. And the sound is lam. So let's make the vibrational sound in our bodies a lam about, let's do 5 times. Lam. Lam. Maybe you noticed the different ways you could feel it in your body vibrating with the sound of Lam. It's supposed to help us connect to our root chakra. So before we start our asanas, let's do a little bit of learning, a little bit of teaching. Our root chakra is said to be located at the base of the spine. So if you're in the back body, the base of the spine, the coccyx, little tiny tailbone there. And in the front, it'd be right at where your legs are gonna meet, right at your groin. So that's where the root chakra is said to be. A chakra is a wheel of energy. And our Muladhara is about stability and feeling grounded, feeling stabilized. We know that when we build, we need a strong foundation. If we don't have a strong foundation, then anything we build upon that weaker foundation is going to fall and crumble. It's not going to last. So the Muladhara is so important to have a working, good relationship with you, feeling within yourself, feeling strong, feeling centered, feeling stable. Sometimes if you're unbalanced in your root chakra, you might feel very aggressive, or you might feel not safe. That's a big one. You won't feel safe, you won't feel secure. And so when we do feel balanced, we feel strong, emotionally, physically, mentally. We feel that we are able to expand upon ourselves and grow and get better and be open to new situations. But when we're not feeling that, when we're closed off and we're hindered there, we're timid, we're shy, we're scared, we're fearful. So today we want to open up that chakra to be strong, to be stable, so that we can move up into the higher elements and be the people we want to be. We can't do that unless we feel safe and secure. So that's what we're going to be working on today. Without further ado, let's inhale, stretch and reach the arms up, 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 overhead. Bring your hands together, and then bring your hands down to heart center. Inhale, stretch and reach, lengthen. Exhale, coming down. And one more, inhale, lengthen, stretch and reach. We're going to be focusing on 7 poses today for our Muladhara root chakra. The first one is Sukhasana, so your easy seat, and let's just focus on our sits bones, where our sits bones connect into the earth, and how they're stabilizing you in this pose. Let's take a few breaths in Sukhasana, and then I'd like you just to repeat the mantra out loud or in your head. I have the right to be here. I have the right to be here. I have the right to be here. Bringing the arms up overhead. We're going to twist. So our left hand will come across our body to our right knee. Our right hand will go behind us. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to twist. Inhale, grow taller. Exhale, go deeper. And one more. Excellent job. Inhale, stretch and reach, arms up overhead, wide in a wide V, and exhale the other way. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to twist. Grow taller and go deeper. And one more. Beautiful. Bringing your hands back on your knees. Let's bring the left ear to the left shoulder. Noticing the right side body stretch. Inhale, up and over the other way. Feels amazing. Inhale, up. Okay, let's turn the head into a slow no, trying to keep the torso really straight here without moving the torso this time. Exhale, around to the right. Inhale, seizing around to the right again. This time, add a little twist. Exhale, add a little twist to the left. Beautiful job. Inhale, stretch and reach. We're going to bring that right hand down, and we're going to tip over. Feel that side stretch. Good. From here, let's sweep down closer to the ground. We're trying to ground ourselves, and over the other way. Really notice that stretch. Exhale up. Good job. Okay, so I'm going to come off of my seat. And we're going to start today in Z position. So I got my right foot forward, my left foot behind me, into a Z. Inhale, stretch and reach. Exhale, twist. Now you're going to notice where you feel the grounding a little bit differently. Where do you feel your body connecting to your mat, connecting to the earth to stabilize you? Up and over the other way. Good. From here, let's push into a plank pose, super strong plank. Nobody can break you. Push your shoulders away from your ears. Be strong. If this is too much, too challenging, you can just rest your knees. Exhale, coming down, we're gonna do the opposite Z. So we've got left foot forward, right foot back, inhale up. Exhale, twist towards your torso. Notice your parts of your body that are helping you stay grounded and here instead of falling over. Exhale, up and over. The other way, nice job. Let's go back into that plank pose, super strong in plank. Breathe. Pulling those heels towards the floor a little bit. Exhale, knees come down. The next pose is child's pose, Balasana. Why? When we are in child's pose, this is really supposed to be a very safe pose for us. It's supposed to remind you of being in the womb. We're all crunched up and you're safe and you're loved and you're secure. Hands can be out, palms down. But let's do a little bit of mindfulness here just for fun to see how it changes the way we feel in this pose. What if you flip the hands so the palms are up with the arms extended? Can you notice the difference in the stretch? What if arms are out like airplanes, like you really get a lot of room here? Breathe. Now, place the palms up again, rotating the shoulders, and notice how that feels. Bring the arms behind you with palms up. So they're down along your legs. Rotating the wrists again and bring the palms down, touching the ground here. Now let's pull ourselves purposely in a little tighter. So we're going to grab onto our heels in child's pose. And we are going to sink into the earth. We're going to allow the breath just to be as it is. We're pulling ourselves closer to our heels. And as we're in this pose, each exhale, I want you to think of letting go of stress, of worry, of tension, of feeling this. You are able to give yourself a little nest here of safety. You're providing that for yourself. You're wrapping yourself in love. You're wrapping yourself in kindness, providing a safe space. And this mantra is, I am safe. I am safe. Say it maybe 4 more times. I am safe. I am safe. One more. I am safe. Nice job. Bringing the arms forward again. Moving back to that plank pose. You're super strong in plank. Nobody can break you. You become the foundation for your own world. You are what's strong. You are what's stable. You are what's steady. Okay, we are going to do a few poses in between, keep this moving a little bit, and then we'll add the third pose for the Muladhara. So from here, let's move into gate pose, dropping the left foot, knee rather down, and then rotating the right foot down, opening up with the right hand up. Breathe. Exhale, stretch and reach across, open. Coming up, grabbing that foot if you're able to, pulling back. Notice how right where that chakra wheel is really opening as you open the head. Good. Let it go. Come back into an extended balanced gait. Back to your plank. Super strong in plank. Thank you, Barney Bones. Exhale, bringing both knees down. We're gonna do the other side. So got, what if we do on one side, we must do on the other, right? So we're opening up here, open the chest, your regular gait. Bring the arm out past the ear. Notice the hip opening here. Notice the side body lengthening. See if you can bring your energy out past your longest finger. Grabbing the foot. Pull back. Open the chest. Feel that Muladhara opening. That wheel starting to turn. The energy starting to turn. Let the leg go. And balance here again. Gently breathe. Feel your power. Again to plank pose. Breathe. Notice. Moving into downward facing dog. Lengthen. Moving those hips back. Let's walk our dog here. Nice job. From downward facing dog back to plank. What happens when we lower all the way down and then come into that cobra? Really open the chest here. Breathe. Good job. Pushing back into that child's pose. Any version that your hands like, I am safe. When we come to child's pose, we're going to think of that mantra today. And a downward dog again. This is part of like a lower flow of a sun salutation, really. Really pushing those hips back. Expand the chest laterally as you breathe in this inverted position. Walk your feet to your hands slowly. Hang out right here in your forward fold. Just breathe. Roll up slowly, one vertebrae at a time. Nicely done. Okay, so we're moving on, and we're on to the third purposeful pose for our Muladhara chakra, our root chakra, which is Tadasana. So Tadasana is fun because it's like, ta-da! All right, we want hips, feet width apart, or hips, feet hip width apart. Open the chest. Engage every muscle. Really feel your coccyx, your tailbone pointing down into the earth. So let's take a few minutes here. We're going to be a little bit mindful in Tadasana. We're just going to slow it down and experience playing a little bit with this pose. So right now I have my palms facing forward. Let's bring our attention into our body. What happens when I take my palms and I rotate them towards my thighs? Let's do that again. Open it. Where can you feel in your body the movement? One more. Open. Pull it in. All right. Let's keep going. What if we turn our palms behind us? Can you feel as you reach toward the floor, the bones and the way that they react to what you're asking your body to do? Let's go back to the beginning. Put your mind on your bones and slowly move. Palms in. Palms back. All right, let's do one more. We're gonna make it so that palms are facing out right and left, and the back of our hand is in toward the thighs. Really squeeze your arms. Do you notice the difference? Can you feel what's being asked to do certain things here? And back out slowly to the beginning. One more time, let's rotate the arm in, back, out. Just being mindful, being strong, and being stable this whole time. And exhale. So Tadasana is the pose that we use to make sure all of our other standing poses are where they need to be. You're a mountain, you're strong. So my yoga teacher always said, we root to rise. We're rooting, root through your feet, feel the earth. Let's do a little bit more mindfulness before we move on. We're gonna come onto the tops of our toes, and we're just gonna try, that's not that easy. It's not quite mountain pose anymore, but we're feeling the difference. When we start to detach, when we are a little less stable, how much harder it is to keep our structure strong, right? Exhale, let's go the other way, back on the heels. So it's really good because we're asking you to feel stability. It's important to kind of feel that sensation where you're not as stable. And back one more time. What if your feet are out? You're on the outside edges, and now you're on the inside edges. And what it takes your legs and the rest of your body to do that. So go back to where you feel the most strong. I root to rise. Let's think about that a minute. When you are not safe and stable and secure, it's not where you are, how can you grow? How can you get better? If a tree's branches are not rooted firmly in this earth, when high wind comes, high wind for us being problems, issues, it's gonna fall right over and the tree will cease to grow. We have to feel our strength. We have to feel our power. We have to feel secure if we want to accomplish, if we want to grow our branches and do the things we want to do. So I root to rise. I stabilize myself so that I can become the person that I want to be. Okay, from here we're doing the next pose, which is Uttasana or standing forward fold. So from here, we're hinging at the hips, put the hands on the waist. Let's lead with the heart and go forward. Squeeze your abs, take your tailbone out, come about halfway. And then keep going and then surrender into the pose. Don't worry where your hands land, it's not a problem. They can be on your thighs, on your shins, on your feet, on the floor. Standing forward fold. So from here, if we're thinking about the coccyx in the body, if we're thinking about that, can you feel it pushing into the earth? Where do you notice your root chakra here? Where can you feel that center? I feel like it's really kind of turned on in this pose. I can really feel mine starting to activate and be strong. Taking over maybe. Bend knees, slowly roll up. Going into mountain pose for one breath. Now in Uttasana, we're gonna add on to this to be more like a waterfall. So to do that, we're gonna inhale, stretch and reach. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold, arms out, hinge at the hips, and then come into that Uttasana, that standing forward fold. Now bend the elbows, grab opposite elbows with your hands, purposely, mindfully pulling down. Feel that weight brings you down to the center of earth even more. So interestingly, one of the totem animals for the root chakra is the elephant. Now this pose reminds me a lot of an elephant because we can kind of imagine our waterfall is like the trunk, the elephant's trunk swaying back and forth. And you can even rotate here if that feels good. Just noticing. Slowly roll. An elephant is said to be wise and stable, right? A big animal that's wise and stable. It's a powerful animal. It has wisdom. And its wisdom is in keeping it safe by choosing the right food for the body and the mind. So it stays safe because it takes care of its basic needs, and it does so with that wisdom of this will nourish me either physically or it will nourish me mentally. And from there, it can become, you can become your best self. So in this pose, we are going to go back to it. We are going to have the mantra or the affirmation, I am wisdom. All right, wisdom comes from deep within. Inhale, stretch and reach. Exhale, swan dive, and back to that Uttasana and that waterfall pose. Breathe. Think of your elephant and your wisdom. Good. Bend the arms and come into chair pose. Excellent job. Okay, we're gonna come from chair pose back to Uttasana. We're gonna add a little flow here. Keep it moving. Step the right foot back and come into a low lunge. Bringing the knee down, sweeping up into a modified crescent moon. Exhale, the hand is gonna come down. We're gonna move back through our plank. And then we're gonna move back to the gate. So the left knee comes down, back to the gate, and reaching out. Back to your plank, super strong in plank, nobody can break you, downward dog. We're putting in some moves that we've seen before, into a little flow. Walking that forward, back to your Uttasana. If you want to choose the waterfall, sweep into chair. We're gonna repeat that whole thing on the other side. Good, exhale, forward fold. Uttasana, stepping back with the left foot into that low lunge. Good, so I like to pause my hips here because it feels good. Remember in your low lunge, you want a 90-degree angle. Your knee should not be in front of your ankle. Dropping that knee softly down, and then preparing for that low lunge and Anjanasana. Opening up, coming back. Good, feel the power, trying to push down here. Exhale, coming back around, hands down, plank. Super strong in plank, nobody can break you. That right knee goes down, moving back to gate. Arm comes out, extend, open. That chest and that hip. Back to your plank, super strong in plank, nobody can break you. Downward facing dog. Lengthen. Walk your feet to your hands. Sweep the chair. Nicely done. Okay, let's repeat, and we're gonna add on a little. We're gonna repeat that same flow, adding on in a little bit. So from here, Uttasana, forward fold. Stepping back right into your low lunge. Lowering the knee, coming up into that modified crescent moon. Exhale, hands come down, plank. From here, we're gonna lower all the way down. We're gonna come into locust. Hands behind you, head down, inhale. Exhale, level one, just the chest comes up. I like to do things in levels so all my students can experience the pose where they're at and feel successful. Exhale down. Inhale. Exhale, head, chest, and arms. Beautiful, this is level two. Of course, if you're familiar with what you're doing, you can do any level that pleases you. Exhale down. And final level, inhale. Exhale all the way up, stretch and reach, push. Breathe, reaching back for those feet. Opening, feel your Muladhara, feel that root chakra. It's really grounding you here. Exhale down. Hands come underneath the shoulders, tuck your feet under, your toes under. If you're strong enough, you're gonna push right to plank. You're gonna push right to plank. If that is difficult for you, soften at your knees, bend your knees, come through a handstand position, and then move to plank. Exhale. Move into downward facing dog. Breathe. Back to plank. Drop the left knee. Move into that gate. Hand can be up or out. Let's lift the leg this time. Stretch it if you want to. You don't have to. Looks like that. Good job. Okay. Plank one more time. Downward facing dog. Walk the hands to the feet. Uttanasana, forward facing fold. Sweep up. Chair pose. Yeah, I'm getting warm. I'm definitely getting warm now. Okay, ready? We're doing the other side. So exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana, breathe. I am wisdom. Exhale, step back left foot. Dropping the knee. And sweeping up, being careful of that front knee there. Opening the chest, feeling that Muladhara pushing down, centering you, reaching for the earth to be your stabilization. Coming down. Plank pose, super strong in plank, nobody can break you. Inhale, exhale, you're gonna lower all the way down. Good, inhale. We're still gonna do 3 locusts. You can do whichever versions of them you want. I'm gonna do right from level 3. Inhale, exhale up. Notice where you feel grounded, where you feel stabilized. Exhale down. Take a breath. Relax. Let all the anger, fear, anxiety, stress just come off right now. Inhale. Exhale up. Opening the chest, breathe. Exhale down, one more. Inhale. Exhale up. You guys are doing awesome, great job. Exhale down. Hands come underneath the shoulders. Make sure the elbows aren't sticking out here. They should be back by your body. Tuck your toes under. Inhale. Exhale. Up. Breathe. Woo. So you're in plank. Get ready for your downward facing dog. Lengthen. This feels amazing. Plank, dropping or lowering softly. That right leg, left leg comes out for your gate. Out, and then when you're ready, if you want to, you're also lifting the leg. So balancing gait here. Breathe. Exhale, back to plank. See if you can push your heels down toward the floor more. So really engage. Tummy is tight, no sagging. Exhale, downward facing dog. Feeling that root chakra pushing back here. Back and down, breathe. Walking it in. Staying in Uttanasana and then slowly rolling up. One minute at a time. Shoulders back. Nicely done. Okay. We got one of my favorites next, Warrior 2. So Warrior 2, our mantra is going to be, I am steady and I am strong. So we're going to step back with the right foot at a 90-degree angle. We want, our foot's at a 45-degree angle. We want a front foot at a 90-degree angle. If you cannot see your big toes, move your knee out, away from your midline. So we start in Warrior 1. The way I like to get into Warrior 2, hands come in, open your torso out. Good, and you're gonna look, your drishti, your focal point will look past your middle finger. Your feet are rooted. Take strength from your feet. That's what's stabilizing you. Okay, now in Warrior 2, if you're a regular student, you know we usually say the mantra, I can focus. Well, when you focus, when you're steady in thought, you're able to accomplish, right? So being grounded in your thought processes helps you to be the kind of person that is able to achieve your goals. Beautiful. We're going to use our backhand to step up. Exhale through Samasthihi, pose of stillness. Really realign your spine. Make sure you're not sticking yourself out or being sloppy here. You want to be strong, tight abs. Thinking about that root chakra as if the energy center is really like you have a vine connecting your coccyx right down to the earth. So think about that. Exhale for the other side, stepping back. We're gonna start in that warrior one. We're gonna move to that warrior two. Warrior one. Hands come in. Moving through that warrior two. So, a couple mantras here. I am steady and strong. All warriors are strong. I can focus. Stay here for a few breaths. Keep focused on what you want to accomplish. You are in charge of you. You got this. Couple more breaths. Stay with me. Use the backhand to step up. Exhale. Let's do some warrior sequences. One of my favorite things to do in a class. But our focus today is really that warrior two. I am steady and strong. I can focus to accomplish. Okay, that's what's grounding us. So when we ground our focus, we can accomplish things we need to accomplish. Inhale, exhale, step back into that warrior one to start. Good, hands come in. Open to warrior two. Looking out past your longest finger that you just see. Look for the long goal. What is it that you truly want for yourself and how will you accomplish it? Let's move into a side stretch here. So side stretch level one, this arm will come onto the thigh and we're gonna reach out. Good, level two, we're gonna open up that right hand toward the ceiling so you're opening up the chest. And if you want to, you're gonna slide the left arm down. Breathe. And if you want to, again, we're gonna move that right hand. It's gonna circle back and around down toward the floor and then back out past the head. Really notice how that changes your whole hip. Where can you notice it? Where can you feel it? In your chakra, in your Muladhara. Let's come back to that low one without the knee down. So we've done a version of this earlier with the knee down. Anjasana. So this is low lunge. From here, let's keep the heel off the floor and sweep into that crescent pose. So we're really trying to tighten this back leg here. Make sure you can see your front foot. Breathe, feel your power. Less stable, right? Why? Because we're balancing, because the heel is off. These are the things we need to notice. So it's easier to get our hips low, but it's also a little bit more challenging to balance. Coming up, dropping the heel, straightening both legs. Moving into that pyramid. Now pyramids, they have a wide base and they are pointed at the top. Well, that's kind of what we're going to be practicing when we practice our chakras. We're starting with our wide base, our stability. And we'll move through in a series of 7 classes, each chakra one by one, until we can get to the point where we are really pointed in our focus and connected to the greater source. Stepping together, Uttasana, forward fold. 2 breaths, slowly roll up. 1 vertebrae at a time. Okay. Let's repeat that. So we've got to step back on the opposite leg. We started with warrior one. The sequence this first time is going to be a slow sequence, and then we're going to do it one more time on each side, picking up the pace before we move on. Remember, in this sequence, our focus is still warrior two. Here we go. I am steady and strong. I can focus to accomplish. Breathe. And notice. Moving on to side stretch level one, forearm on the thigh, stretching out. You can do any level that's comfortable for you. You never have to move on. Exhale. If you want to move on, left hand comes up, right arm comes down to the floor, opening the chest and hips. Breathe. Level 3 if you want. Arm sweeps down and then back out. Breathe and notice. Oh. This feels amazing. My hips are opening. I can feel my feet firmly grounded into the floor to keep me safe and stable. And I really feel my root chakra kind of opening up here. We're going to come so that we square our hips back up into the front, move ourselves into that crescent lunge. Can you see your big toes? If your knee is sliding in, correct that. I am very deep in my crescent lunge. You don't need to be this deep. You can be here with your heel off. It doesn't matter where you are. You are going to do what feels good for you in this moment. Breathe, notice. Whew. It is warm where I am today, so I'm really working hard right now. And to hold these can be quite challenging, right? Feel that you're less steady than you just were with your feet down. Coming up now, both legs are straight. We're moving into that pyramid. We're thinking about every time we give ourselves the room, the base to be stable, we have a better foundation for what we want to build upon. Breathe. If your hands don't touch the floor, that's fine. They can be on your thighs, on your shins. It doesn't matter. And stepping together, slowly rolling up. Okay, now we're going to pick up the pace quite a bit because I still have a little bit to do before our hour is up. We're going to take those same exact moves and we're going to make them a little quicker. Less talking. All right, here we go. Ready? Stepping back right. Warrior one. Hands come in. Open to warrior two. Good. Side stretch. Go to any level you want. I'm going to go really right into that third position. We're just going to hold this a couple breaths. Woo. Coming down to square hips into that low lunge. Heel is off. Inhale to prepare. Exhale. Sweep up into that crescent pose. Breathe. Feel, even though you're a little bit less balancy, try to still root through that foot. Let it connect and let you connect with the back toes. Stretch up tall. Exhale into that pyramid. Breathe. Inhale, exhale, step together. Let's sweep into a chair and hold. Breathe. Push that root chakra down and back purposefully in this pose. Exhale, coming up, stretch, step back. Left foot, warrior one. This is the other side now. Hands come in. Open. Warrior two. Beautiful. Side stretch, level, whichever one pleases you. Notice. Exhale, come down into that low lunge, heel off. Inhale, exhale, sweep to crescent. Breathe. Balance. You're doing great. Exhale, stretch up tall. Inhale here, exhale, forward fold into the pyramid. Pushing the tailbone down to ground yourself. Exhale, step together. Sweep into chair. Good. Exhale. Coming down into Samasthihi, pose of stillness. Take 2 breaths here. I am enough. I am enough. Beautiful. All right, we're going to move into a garland. So our feet are going to come wide. Our toes are going to point out and our heels are going to be closer together. Let's start in a star. So really in star, I just want you to have your core be your center and your limbs are extensions of your center reaching out in all directions. And then slowly bend your knees, kind of almost coming through garland, goddess, and then into that garland. Okay, now I've seen many people like be on their toes here, on your heels. Honestly, I don't mind because I want you to do what feels good to you, right? But see if you can, once you're in a comfortable garland, can you pull your knees closer together and simultaneously make your elbows push your knees farther apart? And see if you notice that actually intensifying that root chakra area. Okay, Malanasana garland. Your heels are probably on the floor, right? Notice the downward motion of the root chakra. So this is really great for your root chakra. And then instead of I am enough, I have enough. Our mantra or affirmation, I have enough. Everything you need is already within you. So bringing that sense of security, that sense of you are an abundance of a resource within yourself. What sensations do you notice? Excellent. We're going to come on down. Woo! Oh, Lord. Bring the feet together. Dandasana, open the chest. Pull the toes back. Inhale, exhale, stretch up tall. And forward fold right from here. Good, we're going to move into our bridge pose, which is our final of our 7 focused poses. We're going to roll down one vertebrae at a time. So, in bridge, bringing the heels up towards your high knee and bending the knees. Let's keep our hands down on the floor for a second. Inhale, exhale, bringing the hips up, squeeze. We're just gonna really push purposely. So usually I'm kind of actually hanging out here and my hands are just resting on the floor to get grounded, but I want you to actually engage by pushing the hands harder into the floor and see how that brings your hips up. So bridge pose, when we bridge things together, we're making connections between gaps, right? And can you feel where you are in your root chakra? Good, squeeze and breathe. Exhale, come down. Bring those knees to the chest for a second. Pull that in, let go. We're gonna add on here. So when we bridge gaps are unstable. Bridging them helps fill in, it helps us be stable, right? So inhale, exhale, coming up. Interlacing your fingers. If you want, pull them towards your feet. See how that makes you go up even higher, squeeze. How can we bridge our gaps to make ourselves more stable? Where do we acknowledge and accept our own weaknesses? Because we're human and that's okay. What do we want to work on so that we are functioning in the manner in which we want to, the life we choose to live? Where can we make those connections? Exhale, come down. Good, grabbing in, breathe. Whew. Let's just do one more. Inhale. This time we're gonna bring the hips up. Hands are gonna stay down for a second. We're just playing this pose a little bit mindfully to move our body a little bit. Let's bring our arms over and behind us. Okay, so our arms are overhead, palms are up. What happens if you rotate and bring your palms down? Notice the difference. Return to palms up here. Bring the arms all the way up and pointing towards the ceiling. Just notice. From here, can you allow your right leg to drop down a little bit? Be careful, don't hurt your knee, don't put too much pressure. If it's too much, come back. And also the arm down. Exhale up, other side. Let the other knee go out and open the arm. Let's do 2 more. Open, squeeze and up. Another side, open, squeeze and up. And coming down, great job. Okay, bring those knees into the chest. We're gonna do a few poses that are just gonna like get us into a little more relaxed state. Bring them legs up. And so you are in legs up the wall. Point your toes and then pull your feet back towards your face and then point. A couple times. Good. Drawing your right knee in. Left leg goes down to the floor. Pull that knee toward your chest. If you want to, Bring your nose up to your knee. Exhale, let's switch. Bring both knees in again. Feel how that releases? That feels good in your hips. Switching. So I haven't rested my other leg that's extended. I'm just kind of holding that there. Breathe. Coming in. Whew. Exhale up. Nice job. Okay, from here, we're going to slowly lower the legs all the way to the floor. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Once you're there, bend the knees such that your soles of the feet will come together so you're in a reclined butterfly. Baddha Konasana butterfly, okay? Reclined right here. Take a couple breaths and just notice how good this feels right now after that practice. Melting in. Let's flap our wings. We're gonna bring our knees up together and then down, maybe 3 times. Just gently working the hips. Good, now, bringing the knees up, bringing the knees to the chest, moving your knees both over to the right side and twisting your head to the left. You can let your legs rest on the floor, or your bottom leg will rest, the other leg will sit on top of it. Or you can hover. So it's really up to you. I'm resting right now. I'm kind of tired. All the way up and over the other way. Breathe. That feels amazing. So for a bigger twist, you're just looking at the opposite hand and where your legs are all the way up. Okay, bringing the feet back down and then settling into your Shavasana. Allow yourself several breaths. And if you need to take a moment to do any extra stretches, go ahead and do that. As you get settled, I'm going to guide you from my Sukhasana, my easy seat. Just allow your breath to connect and move. And as you inhale, imagine the breath actually starting from that root chakra, from that coccyx bone in your tailbone, the very back, and coming all the way up your spine, following the curves, ending in the middle of the forehead, the third eye chakra, and then exhaling all the way back down and out through your Muladhara again. So your Muladhara is accepting new breath, new life, new experiences. It's nourishing your entire body, that air that's coming in. And then anything that you need to get rid of is also exiting out that way, down into the earth. And the earth becomes the filter. The earth is not damaged by taking our toxins and our waste. The earth is abundant and is able to handle that, and she wants us to be healthy and strong. She is our mother, right? So inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling, and inhaling. Exhaling, good. As you sit in meditation today, I gave you several mantras to think about during the course of our asana practice. Let's connect our affirmations with our breath. Some of the affirmations you might want to repeat during the next few minutes. I am safe. I am strong. I'm steady. I have enough. I am enough. I am wisdom. I'm exactly where I need to be. So I'm going to guide you through those. Can't promise they're going to be in the exact same order. Take a deep breath in. I am enough. And exhale that out. Rest. With your eyes closed or looking down, whichever feels good. And let the words ground you. I am enough. Let the words resonate like your favorite song. Makes you want to move, makes you want to smile, makes you want to dance. Let that feeling enter your body. Notice it wherever it wants to settle. Take a deep breath in. I have enough. And exhale out. Where do you notice those words want to settle? The idea of abundance within you and around you. I am safe. Inhale that idea, those words, and exhale out. Fear, which is the opposite of being safe. Noticing. And there's words want to settle for you. I am steady. And exhale out. Where in your life do you not want to waver and topple and fall? Maybe your principles or your values. I am wisdom. Let it surround you. Let it vibrate through you. I root to rise. Where in your life can you practice being grounded, feeling safe and stable? And how can the practice of grounding yourself, becoming safe and stable, enable you to reach your goals and become the person that you want to become? Let's rest in this idea for a few more minutes with each breath. At the end of this meditation, you will hear a soft chime. When you're ready, you're going to squeeze your fists and release, wiggling your fingers. We're just slowly bringing some energy back into our body. Bring our awareness back to our physical space. Maybe squeeze your abs and your hips, tucking your tailbone under just a little bit. Exhale, release and let your tailbone go back to neutral. Squeezing your legs, crunching up your feet like you're trying to grasp something with your toes. And exhale, release that. Maybe rolling your ankles one way, the other way. When you're ready, slowly roll to the side if that's comfortable for you. Taking a few breaths before moving back into Sukhasana, easy seat. Thank you for joining me today, where our concentration was Muladhara, our root chakra. And this is the foundation of how we become the people we need to become by opening up that chakra, letting go of fear, working through any blockages we have there. So if we are really angry or aggressive or feeling unsafe, this is where we need to work on. We must really work on balancing this before we can move up to the higher parts. So I appreciate your time. I appreciate your energy. And I'd love to know any feedback you have for me. I am on a journey of learning. So anything that's constructive is going to just help me, and I appreciate that. Let's close class like we always do. May I know my truth? May I see my truth? May I speak my truth? And may I feel my truth? Namaste.